Hey there folks, welcome to this video, and for a few minutes I want to talk about the now tragically late Carl Busch. Passed away last night to be recording this video. I'm putting this out on the 22nd, the day after he passed. And I find it hard to find a place to start with this. Because firstly, my thoughts are with his family, his friends, his colleagues, teammates, and fellow competitors. But to even think about that list, you talk about hundreds and thousands of people, because the things that he accomplished, the things that he did, and the things that he did alongside his wife Samantha outside of just racing, the impact that he's had is quite simply otherworldly. And that's what makes it so tough to talk about, because there is a sense of this feels wrong. He passed away after a sudden illness. Reports are saying that he had become unresponsive whilst testing in the simulator and taken to hospital, never regained consciousness. And it's shocking to hear. I mean, I think it'd be shocking in any era to hear of one of the top athletes in sport passing away just days before one of the crown jewel events. It seems sudden. And it's hard because when you want to find somewhere to start to talk about Carl Busch's impact, you don't know where to begin. Maybe his accolades as a driver, right? So the two Cup Series titles in 2015, where he missed 11 races because of the crash in the Xfinity opener, or 2018 or 2019 is his second one, isn't it? Just pure domination in so many levels. In addition to that, the nationwide title in 2009. Talk about his accomplishments as a team owner, for instance. KBM trucks, which themselves picked up what? They picked up titles in the truck series 15 and 17. There's an ARC title behind it, as well as 113 race wins, 100 in the truck series. And as for KFB himself, Rowdy, in the Cup Series, 63 wins, 102 wins in now the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, 69 Truck Series wins. His last one coming last week. Final points-paying race in any NASCAR series, the Truck Series at Dover. The Monster Mile, he claims a win, says, don't know when the next one's going to be, don't know when the last one's going to be. So tough. It doesn't feel right, which is how you know it's not fair. And we'll talk KBM in a moment, but his ventures outside the track, he had what? Rowdy Energy, he had that energy drink. You look at his charity efforts alongside his wife Samantha. You have the work that him and his wife did on IVF. You have wider charity work as well. Just so many different things. And you talk about KBM and you look at how many drivers got their leg up in NASCAR thanks to running in KBM machinery. So Parker Kligerman, when they had the nationwide car, the 77, in the truck series, Eric Jones, Christopher Bell, Todd Gilliland, John Hunter Nemechek, William Byron. Go even further down, and you'll see the likes of Noah Gregson, Harrison Burton, Christian Eckers, Chandler Smith. Got Daniel Suarez run some races. You've got elsewhere Bubba Wallace, haven't you? Sammy Smith, the most recent KBM graduate through the ARCA program. Then you look at the other people who ran races for Kyle Busch, Corey Heim. You've got, well, Busch himself ran so many races, didn't he, in his own equipment. Who else do I name who ran his equipment at some point? The likes of Denny Hamlin did at some points. Yeah, it just doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel fair. And you see all the tributes coming in, and for a man who got a lot of his reputation for being the closest thing to the intimidator that you would see in the Cup Series today. And yeah, off the track, completely different kind of character. Somebody who, for a number of years, played that kind of pantomime villain. I've seen comments that have compared him to like Chick Hicks, for example. And then you just see all the things he did off the track. And it just sounds heroic in a way, right? When I first got into NASCAR properly as a viewer was 2020. My first proper season of watching it was 2021, and he won the Clash in one of the most kind of rowdy ways, right? Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney get together in the tri-oval chicane that they put in at Daytona. Rowdy comes through and wins. And where else does he win in that season? He wins in Kansas, he wins in Pocono. Elsewhere, whatever wins of his did we end up seeing that came through? Well, we've got 22, don't we? When it's the last one with Gibbs' car, which is Bristol Dirt. Then got his jump to RCR. You've got Dega, you've got Gateway. Which is weird to think, because that's what his last Cup Series win. He's somebody who won 19 seasons in a row in Cup. That is an impressive stat. I think, isn't it pretty much up to that point, every full-time season he'd won a race. I know that when I finish recording this video, there's going to be something that I've missed that I wanted to talk about. I know for a fact that that's the case. But that tells you what kind of a legend he was. And how sorely he's going to be missed by so many people. I mean, for me, I'm someone who got into NASCAR over here in the UK. I have friends across the pond who are 1 or 2 degrees of separation from him. Whether that's talking about living out in North Carolina or where he grew up in Las Vegas. For me, I'd properly come across him, in the NASCAR games on the PS2, which would have been when he was in the Hendrick 5. And then the Gran Turismo games, which were with the JGR 18. the car I think people probably all best know him for. Yeah, if it wasn't for the memeable moments that he knew that he was causing with some of those Alonso style, Verstappen style comments to the press, it was for being just a relentless and ruthless on track operator. I think if you're somebody who hasn't watched NASCAR before, who watched, say, Formula One, and wants to know what kind of a man we're talking about, I think, yeah, Stappen, Alonso, Vettel, that's the kind of guy that we're talking about. Somebody who could be absolutely dominant on the track and be absolutely ruthless at the same time, who cultivated this personality in the media where people were like, this guy is the real deal and he's intense. But off the track, everyone respected him. Lots of people have so many positive stories about him. And yeah, so many people who owe their careers to him. So my thoughts are, yeah, with his family, his friends, his colleagues, teammates, his competitors. Because the sport of NASCAR, motorsport more generally, is worse off with him gone. So, thanks for watching, folks. Thanks for listening for my thoughts on this. And let me know any thoughts that you have in the comment section, yeah? Look after yourselves. And till next time, bye for now.